All right, what's up, everybody? This is Edward back with another video. We're gonna try this again. Another episode of Everybody Hates Black Men. I am your host, Edward Anderson. As you all can see in the title, and you can see with the thumbnail, we are going to talk this Hyundai situation with these people. You know, there's still more information coming out, but we're gonna talk about the information we have. So gather around, make sure you share it. And this chick is goofy as fuck. The chick that I put in the screenshot. I can't stand motherfuckers that try to gaslight me and they try to ask me a question when they low-key know the answer just to see how much I know. I like candidness. We're gonna have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I'm not here to debate you, debate. Can't fucking stand that shit. What's up, Marcus? I hope y'all had a good time at the conclave. You know, shout out to Shannon Ross who offered me to go. You want to go, you know. But definitely shout out to the brothers that held that down. So we're going to talk about the Hyundai situation. For those of y'all that don't know, ICE did a raid in a location, a mega facility that's still under kind of construction, but is somewhat operational, about 30 minutes from Savannah, Georgia. This is fantastic territory. And, you know, Koreans are mad. Koreans thought that they were honorary white people. And, you know, people are trying to go back and forth saying whether these people really had legal status and they were just arrested anyway, which is bullshit in my opinion. And they're trying to say these people are architects and engineers and they're so sophisticated workers that, you know, nobody can do except them. And that's the bullshit that they're running. Now, you got Koreans that are mad. I would have kind of expected them to be mad, but what I'm really surprised at how many white people, how many black people that are basically just throwing on their cape. Because we get it, you don't like Trump. We get that. But stop trying to act like you give any kind of fuck about the Koreans, because you don't. Democrats are just as white supremacists. Remember, all this shit got put together by Democrats. Let's keep that all the way 100. All of this shit got put together by Democrats. So when people try to act like Democrats have been selling black people, I'm talking about black people in particular, but truth be told, I can make an honest case that they've been selling out white people too. In the trucker industry and variety of industries, they have been undercutting labor, undercutting people's money, and the Democrats are at this point are just as complicit. What's up, Marty? Are just as complicit as the Republicans. Insider trading, all that bullshit. And so, you know, you got people that want to cape for the Koreans, and y'all don't even, and like I was saying in my last stream before it got cut off, y'all don't even know what the fuck you all are talking about. So first of all, that president has only been president like 4 months, barely 90 days. Because their last president, they had to remove because he tried to basically turn Congress off using some kind of national security thing. And, you know, they got him out of there. And so Korea is controlled by oligarchs. They own, like, families that own, like, LG, Samsung. A lot of y'all don't really understand what goes down over there. And my thing is, you know, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about what you're saying. You do not need 400 and something people to make sure a building gets built right. And the thing that I was saying in this interaction that you all see in the thumbnail was I was saying that South Korea would not exist if it wasn't for the United States of America. The North would have conquered it. And this chick is trying to say, part of it is the Cold War, but she was trying to say, well, we're over there so we can watch China. Yeah, that's one reason we're over there. But that doesn't take away the fact that if we weren't over there, that South Korea would be conquered. That doesn't change that. And it doesn't change the fact that we are South Korea's biggest customers. We pretty much pulled them out of a third world nation. And so 350 billion doesn't matter in a grand scheme of things. That's the fucking least they can do. And so you got all these people that they're just taking the opportunity to beat up on Trump. The Koreans, they see themselves as white. They don't give a fuck. And at the end of the day, this is not so much about Trump as it's about oligarchs and companies basically undercutting us and constantly saying that people are not smart enough to do those jobs. And this is like this shadow world that's starting to happen with a lot of these immigrants getting these special fucking goodies and shit. And it's time for a fucking audit. That's what I'm saying. That's all it is. And at the end of the day, man, I'm not saying that people that are legally in here need to be messed up, but the reality is what you're essentially saying is, well, their papers weren't right, but it doesn't matter though. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a whole bunch of it shouldn't matter though, boy. That's what I'm hearing. Hold on, I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Press 1 if y'all can hear me. All right. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you have a lot of, the Koreans are basically on some what they're gonna do. I mean, pull all your shit out, like pull all What's up, Art? And like I said in my last stream, I got a Korean mechanic, so I ain't got no problem with the Koreans at all. And this ain't really so much about them. This is really about a lot of folks putting on their fucking capes because they want to beat up Trump. I don't like Trump. So they take every opportunity to beat up Trump because they're mad. What are y'all talking about with Mass Effect? So I just wanted to get that out there, man, because that shit be getting on my fucking nerves. Like, really, this ain't black folks' business. Black folks didn't blow the whistle. So I don't know why y'all are trying to get brave. They don't fuck with you. I don't know why y'all, yeah, man, because the reality is they said what they said. Like, they don't fuck with you. So why are you jumping out the window? They don't fuck with you. Like, why are you acting like y'all really out here acting like, what biscuits are you trying to get? Some fucking Korean biscuits? What the fuck? People, I'm gonna give my take. And I'm gonna talk about how, Trump is racist. I told you he was racist. Koreans voted for Trump at like 60%. They voted for that shit. I told you. Y'all sound so fucking weak. I mean, for real. Now, if Koreans want to hold other Koreans accountable on that, then yeah, because I've seen that. But at the end of the day, I mean, they were either here, their papers are either right or they're not right. I'm trying to think. Nobody's answering a question of the past that they're supposed to get. Nobody's answering that. They're just calling Trump a racist. Nobody wants to answer that. And my thing is, it's kind of like, you know, they want to talk about like oh, and that's always an excuse. We got all these highly skilled workers that can't do this. You know what? Then we don't need the plant. Then, if the plant can't employ workers, because truth be told, motherfuckers ain't buying Hyundais like that anyway. So I mean, we don't need the shit. Y'all got these plants in fucking Mexico. Yeah, we need highly skilled workers. Get the fuck out of here. This is not the fucking chips in Taiwan, in the AMD chips. Stop that shit. Yeah, we need engineers and highly educated. So I guess ain't nobody educated here. Get the fuck out of here. It's always the same bullshit that they be using too. Either nobody wants the job or you're underqualified for the job. You notice that? Exactly. Highly skilled work labor. And then South Korean president, I mean, what the fuck is he gonna, he ain't gonna do shit. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? Y'all better shut the fuck up before he start raising tariffs on them Samsung. Apple would love nothing more than for Trump to raise tariffs on South Korea. Apple would love that shit. So what the fuck are they gonna do? And quiet as it's kept, Savannah has had a growing Korean population for a minute. Even before that shit got built. That's one of the reasons probably why they chose to build the plant there, quiet as it's kept. Quiet as it's kept. But you're not supposed to know that though. A lot of this shit, man, that's one reason why they keep undereducating Americans too, because them oligarchs are trying to keep the labor cheap, yo. That's really what a lot of that is. So I just want to put that out there. I'll probably do a formal actual video with clips and stuff. I just want to put that out there. Make sure y'all check out my video where I'm doing a play-by-play of the dude when it comes to cultural compatibility. Check that out. With that being said, it's Edward signing off. Peace.